Sherrod Curry looked like he wanted to shoot the three-pointer, held up, then drives inside,
Hello.
makes the pass, and the jam by Dixon.
What a nice play by Curry, and Dixon gets along the baseline, and timeout by Tim O'Shea as the Friars are just putting a clinic out here on both ends of the floor, both defensively and offensively.
Go.
Friar fans, guarantee your seat when the Friar men's basketball team hosts UConn and Syracuse this year. You can choose either the UConn or the Syracuse game and two others to create your own mini plan package. Mini plans start at just $30, so get your tickets now. Call 865-GO-PC. Time now for Keno's winning combination, brought to you by the Rhode Island Lottery. Like to play? The Rhode Island Lottery's got your game. You have the combination?
The combination?
I'm like, wait a second. Who are we playing? Joe asks that question all the time. Who are we playing? Obviously, Yale coming up on Monday night. And, we're not looking for trade secrets or anything here, but certainly it's a key game simply because your kids are coming off of an exam break, and to try to get them back focused on playing, knowing full well that you're also going to be off for another week before you play again,
right.
That's going to make it difficult.
Well, I think when you look at this game coming off of finals, it's always a difficult one, but it is for both teams. So you're worried about, especially after our tough loss, you're looking at execution, both offensively and defensively. And we look at the quantity of three-point shots we took in the last game when they were not falling. Can we learn from that as a young team and understand that some games when we knock down threes, we're going to shoot a lot of them, but when they're not going in, can we get to the free throw line? Can we drive? Can we create for our teammates like we did at George Washington? And that'll be a good sign. What our assist number is, I think that's good for the fans to watch.
All right. As we open up the microphone to our fans, it's great to see Wayne from Swansea, as it always is, one of our faithful attendees here for the Keno Davis Show.
Always with the best questions of the show.
Fire away, Wayne.
Thank you, John. Keno, I can hear the excitement in your voice when you talk about the new players, and the fans feel the same way. One player in particular that I watch like a hawk is Vincent Council. And for a freshman, it's dramatic how much calmness he brings to the team and how he settles the team down when he's in there. And it was very noticeable in the Iona game when he was under the weather as to how it affected the game. I just wonder what your thoughts are on Vincent Council.
Yeah, it's a great comment there, Wayne. I think with Vincent Council, we obviously identified him as being a very good talent, coming in, somebody that we thought we could help build the program around. The thing that he has done is he's exceeded expectations, even in my mind, and that you're talking about a freshman in the Big East that's been able to come in and play like a junior or senior. He doesn't make the mistakes that usually young players will make. Young players usually come in and get the great dunk and make the great pass, and then 2 or 3 plays in a row they'll throw it into the stands, and they'll be upset when the coach takes them out, but we have to do what's best for the team to try to win games. Vincent Council is a guy that we need on the court because we're a better team when he's out there.
Well, very, very impressed with him, and good luck against Yale. You're doing a fantastic job.
All right. Well, thanks, Wayne.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Wayne.
it.
Thanks. Jerry, come on up here. Our good friend Jerry is also here, and I know he'll have something very intelligent to say to Coach Keno.
Oh, yeah. You put a pressure on him now.
I know,
the pressure's
exactly.
on.
Yeah, a little South softball coach. There you go.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Just real quick, what do you and your coaches after the game? What are you looking for? You may have won a game and played not well, and you may have lost a game and played well. What are you looking for as far as development after the game?
Well, it's a great comment. I think when you talk about after the game, what I've really tried to base my philosophy on is when you play well and you don't win, it doesn't do you any good in the long term to be able to go in the locker room and be upset and rip your team and talk about certain execution things because they tried as hard as they could. It's more of the games when you don't feel like the effort's there. You're disappointed that they didn't bring it to the level that they had in practice. And for the most part this year, I thought, there's some halves of basketball or some segments where we weren't quite at the level we need to be. But I've been able to, on each game, go back and be excited for the next day, for the next week of practice, for our future, because I know we're going to get there with the kind of effort level we're getting. Obviously, the execution's got to improve, but that comes a lot easier than effort, and effort's always the thing that we're striving for.
All right, Jerry. Thank you. All right,
thanks.
Got about a minute left. Gary, come on up here. We got one more for you, Coach.
Hey, Coach. How
Gary?
you doing?
You doing well?
My question has to do with the junior college guys. And what does it take for them to see more time on the court, especially Russ?
Well, I think with Russ, he's somebody that, a great comment that when Russ comes in, he's going to be on the inside. He's got a good body. He can be physical, and he's got to play. You come off the bench, it's a little different. You don't have 20, 25 minutes to make your presence felt. You got to come in just revved up and knocking people down and going after rebounds and fighting like crazy. And when you do that, and then you come back out after 2-3 minutes, we'll get you back in. And we need that kind of attitude from him. And he's just learning, because somebody that's never played at this level and coming in, from a year at junior college, he's got to learn it quickly. And Kyle Wright, I've been really impressed with. He's one of the guys that's been under the weather as well. But he's really developed, not just from being a standstill shooter, but a guy that can defend and rebound and give it to you on both ends of the court. And so I think you'll see his minutes as well as Russ's go up as Big East play comes around.
All right. Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate that. All right, Coach. Again, it's Yale on Monday night. Don't forget, Friar fans, $5 tickets available, 865-GO-PC. So if you don't have your tickets for Monday, go get them, because you can come to the game for very little money. And then, obviously, you've got time off before you play at Notre Dame before we meet again.
Yeah, I think, as I was encouraged, the great fans that we have, and you look at building the program, what you have to do is we've got to make the atmosphere in the dunk, something that's really tough for people to come into play, something that when we bring recruits in, they go, I want to be a part of this. And so the fans that want success,
right,
they're a part of it. We got to get students going. We've got a lot of things to improve with the program, but I like the way we're going, and I'm glad to be a part of it.
All right, way to go. Me too. Our next broadcast will be 3 weeks from tonight. January the 7th will be our next Keno Davis radio show. And for everyone who's been a part of this one, thanks to Nelligan Sports Marketing, our big man, my companion here. My name is John Rook. Don't forget, coming up Monday night, Friars, Yale, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip from the dunk. Good night, everybody.